Along Highway 1, nature travels with the visitor, alongside and up close, guiding you and bringing you closer to things you would never see if you took a road more traveled. When was the last time you saw a cistern? This one is in Bordelonville. Highway 1 crosses the Atchafalaya River at Simmsport. This town, too, is known for an important battle in the campaign of Yankee aggression taken north by Union General Nathaniel Banks. Commerce is the prize now. Farming cane or cotton or corn or beans is stable all along the highway's route, but the patterns of commerce that made all these towns towns and made the road essential, the patterns of commerce ebb and slide. That's why old stores are so telling of the Louisiana we've lost. What you got? Let me see. Charles Levi is cashing in on half a small sack of crawfish. This is Roland Landry's store, just one of the ordinary Louisiana stores that will pay you for the crawfish you catch. It's a common trade city folks don't see. At Landry's store, you can see lots of things you wouldn't normally see, like a 3-foot turtle mounted to a plank. Deer heads are mounted high throughout the one-room store. You can see live deer being fed by hand out back. And you can usually see Joyce Landry here behind the counter in this landmark of Lettsworth.
I have 5 children, 4 boys and 1 girl, 5 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. And we've been married 47 years, and we've been in the store 57.
Miss Joyce's in-laws started this store somewhere further off the road in Lettsworth. Then in 1946, they moved it here to the bigger road, Highway 1.
You know, we stay open 7 days a week from 6 to 10, and that's no life.
In any old store, you'll find older things like the fixtures. This cash register is old, but they haven't taken it away. The floor is old. The melons are fresh. The wood is old, and the smell is cypress, and the company is familiar. This is the gathering place for Lettsworthians like Danny Deschatel with time on their hands.
Oh, Miss Joyce works. She works and plays in this store. You know, she's been here a long time before I was here, and I came here in '74. And she knows all the people around here. People who can't read or write, she handles their business. If they have bills they don't understand, they come here with her and she pays them. Not a stranger walks in here. Anybody who walks in, you know, is invited to dinner if they're around dinner time. And good place to pick up news. Black and white alike. She knows who's sick. Knows, you know, just about everything about all their families. Knows all the daddies, knows all the mamas. And this is her life.
When you meet a shopkeeper who's been in business this long, there is always the question of how much longer she will be behind the counter. Miss Joyce says she and Mr. Landry will retire next year. We're heartened to know they've been saying that for many years now.
We're just going to close it up, I imagine.
When?
Oh, Roland was talking about the first of the year, so I don't know. But he says that all the time.
Every other year?
Yeah, every other year. He says that all the time, so.
Would you mind keeping it open for a while longer?
No. Well, I'm so used to it that it doesn't matter.
Business might be better if more travelers along Highway 1 would notice the old store. Unless you're from Lettsworth or Simmsport, you might not even notice Landry's store. What's happened in the past couple of years is a convenience store has come up and they've installed a big metal fence between themselves and the older store. That means motorists heading north here on LA1 might not notice the older one at all. Now, that doesn't seem
fair.
That store's been there how long? 5 years? Or longer?
No, it's been there about 8 years.
About 8 years? And they built a fence. But all of my customers know where I am. And you'd be surprised at the business that the deer bring in. Everybody knows where the deer are, and they always stop.
In Landry's store, antlers fill the shopping carts. Out back, you're just behind the times if you've never heard of their deer farm.
Well, they know about the deer all over Louisiana.
Karma. Oh, girl.
You ask anybody where Lettsworth is, and they'll say no, but do you know where the deer is? And they'll say, yeah. So.
How much longer will the old places like this last? Well, what does it matter asking when the time would be better spent visiting? A road goes on. This highway is not for stopping, it's for moving. It can take us to see all the smaller places while we still can, and while there is still time in the day.
That's about as far as the day will take us, to new roads. Appropriate, because there are new things to see on the next leg of our journey on the road to the Gulf. Maybe we stop too often to smell the sunflowers and hear the trains rumble and meet the people. But isn't that just what they say about getting there? It's more than half the fun. It's also the best part of our search for a lost Louisiana. We'll meet again on the road less traveled.